All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the battlefield of eternity. The friendly team today is Imperious, Diablo, Murky, Jaina, and Anduin. Look how toxic this enemy team is. Stitches, Brightwing, the Butcher, Abathur, and Valeera. We're about to not have a fun game, but we're going to try to take what we learned from our last Imperious experience and turn it into something that could be useful. Now, we do have a Jaina on our team, which I can hold people inside waves of blizzards to set up a lot of burst damage. But we also have a Diablo, and we kind of know how that goes. There is a bit of a counter synergy there. To not skew my results, I kind of want to go for a similar build to what we did last time, which is very trait-based. But I do want to show off the other ways of playing Imperious soon as well. The reason for that is a lot of you seem to think that my mana problems on the character, and a lot of the reason I'm not getting enjoyment out of the character is because of the mana problems, could all be solved relatively easy by simply not pressing my E so much. So we're going to see if that is the case. I will admit I do press the button quite a lot. I like doing damage around me. That's very fun. And because the character is rewarded so much for like these combo based abilities, I do like the idea of doing some combos. Bro, Valeera just walked up to our whole team and got away with that. That feels so crummy. I did try to peel the enemy team back though. Odds are we could have jumped in a little more on Valeera and it would have been okay. I'm going to use my E here. Impale. Didn't hit who I want. There we go, Brightwing down. I was trying to grab the Butcher there as well to stop his damage from coming in because we could just put him on a spike and all of a sudden he's not doing anything. But it was a little late. Man, it's still on the low side, but I was spamming my E ability out there. I did also want to try what maybe we didn't do a video for it, but I've definitely tried it on stream before. I wanted to take that level 4 talent where we could get regen globes and fight with them, but I don't think that this is the map for it. Because around the objective, there are simply no regen globes at all to speak of. We'd have to travel quite far for that. But maybe in lane, it would be okay. Maybe I'm just being a hater. Dodge that hook, no problem. We move back to the wave as it lands. I'm just going to start clearing this with my W. If our Jaina is also clearing the wave, we'll just get some extra damage out. Brightwing did step out a little bit too far, but I don't think too much is going to come from this. I am going to use my E here and just trade into that Valeera. Now body blocking Stitches for the friendly team. Brightwing forced to teleport in to save him. Use my E, use my E. Woo! I think that was meant for me. I feel like those were decent opportunities to jump in on that, though. I don't feel too bad about that. The other one we could consider taking... Oh, I'll try press forward. There's a really good one that I just overlooked last time, which is Sovereign Armor. Every time you use your E, you also get 20 armor. That's 20% less damage taken. And your E only has a 12-second cooldown, so realistically, you could use that all of the time, which I think would be really nice. So if I get a regen globe here prior to the objective starting, grab this, and then is there... Oh, the armor is the indicator. So I really wasn't even able to step up from the minion wave here, realistically. Valeera going in on us now. Haven't popped Molten Armor just yet. Let's pop it now. Get some bonus auto attacks in. The Butcher is engaging and being pushed aside pretty quickly. We do miss our spear there, but the slow does connect. Valeera is still trying to trade on the other side of this boss as well. I'm going to use my E one more time. And as Valeera is being engaged by the friendly team, pick up everyone else that could have helped her. And that puts us in a pretty good spot. The Butcher is sitting at 30 meat right now, which is not much at all. There is a... I mean, we do get regen globes after the objective. Maybe it is more of a laning tool. Maybe I'm thinking about it a little bit too much as like an answer to all of my problems. Well, my PvE damage isn't great. Murky was just killed by some mines, it looks like, and Valeera has returned already targetable, already taking damage, and Diablo goes in and finishes her off before Brightwing could appear. Wonderfully done. Let's try to grab Stitches here as he is starting to get away from the friendly team. We're also going to grab Holy Fervor. This is going to give us some cleaving auto attacks. Now we can use those auto attacks to also just increase our damage flat out in situations like this where we're hitting the Immortal. We're very far ahead in this race. I'm going to head back and Sippy Cup. Looks like Jaina's heading back to the base as well. I'll be able to grab this regen globe and carry this with me towards the objective and see if we can actually keep it for any amount of time. So the 10 armor and the bar underneath my health bar, as long as that is there, we're keeping the bonus. And we keep the bonus longer by fighting our enemy, which yet again, another reason why this may not be the best map for this. It's because most of the time we're interacting with our objective during this phase and not actually thinking about the enemy at all. There's a small chance they're going for this camp because they never took it. There we go. Holy Fervor. Oh my god, did I read that like a book or did I read that like a book? I can play this video game. That's what I like to see. Holy Fervor was also perfect there for cleaving down the enemy as we jumped over that wall because they were slow, so tightly grouped. Okay. Now, as we're pushing, 3 members of the enemy team are dead, or 2 members of the enemy team are dead. Valera's starting to show. We'll just step up, posture her away. Maybe grab Brightwing here instead. I did mess up the Diablo suplex. That was on me. I do have Holy Fervor active now, though. We are cleaving. This would be very dangerous if Stitches was level 10, but he's not quite there yet. He's right here. Now, Diablo can walk up and suplex that away. He can push that away as well. So there is some synergy to be had here, but it has to be intentional. Does that make sense? If me and Diablo are just using our abilities, it doesn't work out all the time. Well, the boss did manage to make it up to the tier 2 defenses of our opposition. The building is starting to hit us now. And the Butcher charging in. I don't have... There it is. Didn't have the right angle for... the Impale there. We do have Wrath of the Angress though, so... Oh my god, that was bad. Oh, I like this Light Bomb too. I'm gonna try to keep pressure on Brightwing on the back corner here. If she's pressured, everyone else will feel it too. Activate my E now. Cleave, 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 cleave. Beautiful. So ideally what I wanted to do there was actually grab the Butcher and pull him even further away from his team as he overcommitted there, but I wasn't quite able to do it. Some of the tips I got for Imperious in between this video and the last was that I can activate my E at any time. So if I have someone impaled with the Q, I just simply was waiting there and letting them sit there for the entirety of that duration. But in reality, especially if we're going for this armor talent, Sovereign Armor, once we commit to a fight, if we find that we are in over our heads and we're starting to take some damage, that's such an easy adjustment for us to make. And we do want to use our mana here for Molten Armor, not only for the added AoE, but because we picked Holy Fervor, it's giving us free auto attack cleaves as well, allowing us to get through that a little bit faster. We have very good timing here, 20 seconds until the objective starts, and we're getting this camp perfectly. This means we'll be able to jump into the next conflict so easily with map pressure, keeping our enemies preoccupied. We are level 12 to their level 9. That's a 3-level lead because our macro play has been so good. Also has something to do with the 9 kills that our team has gotten while the enemy has none. I will try it. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of counter synergy between the two of us. Stitches tried to go in with a helping hand, but it was just a pixel too short. My Q was just interrupted there, but now we have formed the perfect triangle around Stitches. He has nowhere to go. He was permanently body blocked, and it looks like the Butcher has been relegated to feasting off of minions to try to get his stacks right now. Okay. We've hit the middle of the race. Things are moving. I wish I could get a regen globe here. I feel like there's no way to use my regen globe talent at all here, which feels kind of crummy. I genuinely am trying to give it a good shot. I really am. And it just doesn't seem like it would work here. I mean, on Infernal Shrines or something, I think it could be fine. we're probably going to take the silence here. No, it was actually Diablo. We're going to go for the cooldown of our E being reduced. And as Brightwing tries to get away and successfully dodges everything that I'm doing, I'm just going to move back to the race, I think. Move back to the race, I think. Holy Fervor for increased damage. This is one of the few abilities that actually gives a single target damage increase while we're cleaving. Usually, when you're cleaving, enemies take less damage around your main target. Everyone just takes more damage with this. It's actually so good. As you can see here, I'm not the fastest at doing this, but I think I can get it down. We're very ahead on the race. And there it goes. Grab my globe, grab this globe. Didn't save any for Jaina. I'm a bad person. Stitches is pushed into the wall. Let's slow him down here as well. And as Brightwing potentially steps up to heal him... Ah! Just short again! Fuck! The building has fallen. The Butcher has emerged, though. We have a very good body block on Stitches that he just somehow managed to squeeze through. That's a double impale. We'll put our E active as well. Great Light Bomb gets the Valera locked down. I'm not sure what happened with Anduin's follow-up route. I saw it leave his character and then nothing. Well, we keep the Butcher inside of Jaina's abilities with our impale, and he's slowed down as he's leaving as well. This push is looking really solid so far. Butcher brought back towards our team as Diablo steps in. Let's cleave down those bombs, those little Abathur mines, get rid of those. And right now I'm looking to step up and just enable the next kill if my team wants to take it. Holy Fervor is active. I'm going to try to cut off this Valera and make sure we're dealing AoE damage so she can't sneak by. The Impale catches her in the Blizzard, and it is enough to take her down. Brightwing follows soon after, and as we are underneath the core and taking damage from it, we manage to cleave down the enemy Stitches as well. Abathur forced to help his team from the safety of his well. But there is no one left to help. Okay, so even though this game was a stomp, I think we can all agree that our mana consumption was much better this game because we weren't spamming out our E ability all the time. And I don't think it's because of our level 4 talent, because we were never really able to utilize that at all. However, if we were on Infernal Shrines, if we were on Volskaya, if we were on maybe Garden Terror, a map where you're constantly engaging the enemy team while the objective is up, I could see this getting a lot more value than what it got here. I think I would have been better off with any other talent here personally. That's a 20-0 stomp. Oh, I didn't know it was that bad.